Hey friends, it's Coach Andrea here, professional stunt woman, former elite athlete, and longtime coach. Today, we're talking about a word that makes a lot of women cringe: embarrassment. It's the thing that stops us from raising our hand, trying something new, or moving our bodies in playful, bold ways. I'm the mom at the playground doing weird things, making weird noises, swinging across the monkey bars with my 4-year-old while other parents sit politely on the sidelines. The stares I get and the giggles I hear, I know it's just other moms maybe being a little jealous of the fact that I am an uninhibited weirdo who loves to play, and I tend to use my toddler as an accomplice to my shenanigans. There was a time where I would hold back being silly, trying something new in public out of fear of what others might think. But the truth is, we must give those around us 0 Fs as we're learning new things, pursuing our goals, generally enjoying life unabashedly. Embarrassment is the exact doorway we have to walk through if we want to build confidence and fearlessness. So where does embarrassment come from? Well, psychologists call it a social emotion. It's not about the action itself, but it's about how we think others are judging us. Research from the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology shows that embarrassment is deeply tied to the fear of social rejection. Whew, right? We know it too well. And for women, this is amplified. We're raised in cultures that reward us for being agreeable, quiet, and polished. We're told not to take up space, too much space, any space, not to make a scene, and not to be too much. I dropped my sunglasses. Hold on. Right. So of course, trying something new, especially in front of men or even female peers, feels really risky, because if we stumble, we're not just afraid of failing the skill, we're afraid of being seen as incompetent, unworthy, or ridiculous. Here's the harm. If you avoid embarrassment, you avoid growth. You'll never try that dance class, you'll never speak up in the boardroom, and you'll never attempt the handstand, which we'd be really missing out because handstands are amazing. And the truth is, growth requires awkwardness. Every new skill with shaky steps, funny faces, clumsy landings, it's all part of it. Neuroscience tells us that learning happens through trial and error. Literally, our cerebellum encodes mistakes so your body and brain can adjust. So if you never risk looking silly, your nervous system never gets the reps it needs to adapt. And here's the kicker. The more you avoid embarrassment, the more power it holds over you, and the more likely you are to get embarrassed. So in the stunt industry, embarrassment is everywhere. You're expected to show up highly skilled, polished, perfect, which means a lot of learning happens in secret. When I was just starting out, I just would not try anything I wasn't already good at in front of established stunt performers. I would literally go to training sessions for 2 or 3 hours and only showcase what I have already mastered, what already I could do flawlessly. And I get that that was always sort of an audition, and that was part of it because, we audition for stunts. But here's the truth. That's just not sustainable because we can't always practice in the shadows, especially like working women, working moms. We ain't got time for that. So as I got more established and comfortable with being a white belt who could learn things really fast, I had to, because there was no way I could just all wake up experts at something. It's impossible. We were all beginners at some point. And if I go to even a deeper level, it's one thing to have a high skill level, but if it took you years and years to learn that one skill, on a film set, things change all the time. And if you struggle to adapt or learn something new very quickly, then your existing perfect high-level skills might not actually always be useful. So getting your big break usually does require a high level of skill somewhere. But I have come to learn that learning things quickly and adapting after failure is just as important as coming in with a high skill set. And I have been coaching classes and workshops to the stunt community for the past couple of years. And I really try and ensure that failure is an acceptable level and a necessary part of the process of mastering something faster together. Because when we normalize practicing, failing, and laughing out loud, we free women, and anyone really, but my obvious focus is women, from the prison of perfection. Okay, here's the thing. Embarrassment doesn't have to stop you. In fact, it can be your best teacher if you lean into it and play with creativity. For example, 1, take an improv class. There's no script, no safety net. You just respond. And the number 1 rule is there are no mistakes, only offers. Every stumble becomes a doorway to something unexpected. It teaches you to roll with the awkwardness instead of shrinking it. And I promise you, the beginning of those classes are just totally awkward, all the time. It does get better. Or number 2, learn the power of laughing at yourself. Because embarrassment loses all its grip the second you laugh at yourself. That moment you trip over your own foot, miss the bar, spill something, break something, or say something clumsily, if you can chuckle, you flip the script from shame into just being human. Okay, 3, buddying up. Everything is easier when you're not alone. So bring a friend to a class, a partner to the gym, or a colleague into your experiment. And when you have someone to share that awkward with, it really just becomes a connection instead of an isolation. Option 4, channel your inner Phoebe. Yes, I'm making a Friends reference. Remember that scene when she ran down the street, flailing and free, completely unbothered by how ridiculous she looked? That's the energy we need. Playful, bold, zero apologies. It is a wonderful exercise to try. 5, practice self-talk that moves you forward. The moment embarrassment hits, shift your words. Try saying to yourself, this is how I grow, this is how I learn, this is how I level up. It is a part of it. Because every time you feel that sting and keep going, you've just earned a rep in resilience. Embarrassment is not a stop sign. It's a compass. It points directly to the place where your growth, freedom, and creativity live. And the women who are willing to look silly, they are the ones who get brave, who get strong, who get free. So the next time embarrassment shows up, just let it be your green light. Because fearless women don't wait until they're perfect. They swing from monkey bars, they stumble in public, they laugh as they try again, and they lead by example. I'll see you out there.